Hey there, my darlings, and welcome to another little broadcast session of mine. Today I am going to be looking at the level 90 mounts. So this will be a special broadcast, not one of the usual ones. This is basically me looking through the mounts that you get from Endwalker and showing them and getting my personal opinion on them, and then just going through the quest chain afterwards. Most of these mounts I actually got when it was current content. The last two Gobas and Zeramus I got halfway towards getting them when it was current content, and the rest was unsynced. You can actually skip quite a fair bit now if your party has a good enough DPS. I reckon with the upcoming expansions, when the gear gets upgraded with the next tier of like Savage, it will become very simple to like farm these, because you'll likely skip the like meteor phases that people tend to get killed at in both Gobas and Zeramus, if they don't skip them. Anyway, without further ado, let's proceed with the mounts. The first one is the Lynx of Eternal Darkness, a phantom creation whose elemental aspect is tipped strongly towards the astral. Its shadowed wings call to mind the valiance of Zodiac, eldest and mightiest of the primals, but the origins of this familiar are shrouded in eternal darkness. Who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? Gallant guardsman. Here we have the mount. You can see the sort of like fiery emblem. I do like the music of this one. This one is quite nice. And the colour, nice colour. I like the purple. The wings are a soft sort of like bluish purple. And as you can hear, the Zodiac theme in the background there as you fly. And as you fly in the air, that's what it looks like. I do like that one a lot. Next one up on our list is the Lynx of Divine Light, a phantom creation whose elemental aspect is tipped strongly towards the umbral. Its radiant wings call to mind the majesty of Hydaelyn, the will and protector of the star. But the origins of this familiar are shrouded in divine light. So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light, Humphrey. So here is the one of divine light. You can see it's got a sort of sparkly shimmer all around it. It's a sort of pink and blue, sort of like baby blue and like light pink sort of coloration. And you can see the crystals twirling around the tail. And of course you've got the music from when you fought with Hydaelyn. This one's quite beautiful, I think. I like the sparkly trail that goes around it, and the music is just... I absolutely get quite emotional with this music because of the meaning behind it. It's got a nice little pink tip on the wings there. And this is what it looks like when it's flying. This music is very symbolic for the entire series as a whole. So I guess that's why it holds such a strong place in my heart. So that is the second of the mounts that you can get. The third one, the Blue Feather Lynx, a phantom creation composed of the esoteric power of Dynamis. It is believed that the Endsinger brought forth this mysterious entity, but for what purpose is unclear. Could it be a tribute, perhaps, bestowed upon the one who has overcome her area of despair? The light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press forward. Edmund de Fortemps. So this one's got more of a sort of cosmic blue glow around it. This is yet another one that I really like the tune for. As you can see, it's like a sort of dark blue with light blue wings. And it's got this little spiky blue bits. And that's it flying. Very much. We got the song that we kind of all like here as Big Fat Tacos, but it's saying like but I love misheard lyrics, so Big Fat Tacos it is. Nice blue eyes as well, piercing blue eyes. Oh, what eye colour did the other two have? This one had a sort of light blue eyes, and this one, the eyes are pure white. Interesting. Right, so moving on to the next one. The Lynx of Imperious Wind. A phantom creation whose elemental aspect is tipped strongly towards astral wind. Its blustery wings call out to mind the caprice of Barbarecia, archfiend of the wind, but the origins of this familiar are shrouded in unrelenting storms. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. From Sonu Vanu. Now let's have a look at this one. It's got sort of yellowy eyes. You can hear the Barbarecia theme, which I really, really love. Oh my god, I think I'm going to be saying that about all of these songs. But you can see the sort of the muscular sort of like form of the legs, like the form that she took when she pounds the ground in her fight. a nice green, or light green, dark green colour. The wings are a nice bright shade of green. And this is it when it's flying. It's like the paws are like a little dark green colour. You can see there's a sort of like leafy wind effect all around. Oh no, nice pretty shade of green. Yeah, I just want to listen to this music more. Now we move on to the next one. The Lynx of Righteous Fire. A phantom creation whose elemental aspect is tipped strongly towards astral fire. Its fiery body calls to mind the ardour of Rubicante, archfiend of fire, but the origins of this familiar are shrouded in impenetrable flames. It is time you were purified in the raging blaze of his blessing. I quote from Zagosta. This one has sort of a white colour of eyes. This one is a black and red sort of coloration. This one also has similar sort of music. I think it's a slight variation of the Barbarousia one. As you can see, the wings are sort of purpley glow. I like this. It's like the flames have a sort of like smoky ash effect around them as well. And that's kind of represented in the like creature itself. The sort of red with the black fire and smoke going through it. So you can see the sort of ashes that follow around. And this line. I suppose the purple's like a sort of like sort of almost like the embers in it, so but yeah, that's another nice one that I like. Let's see, next one on the list is the Lynx of Fallen Shadow. A phantom creation whose elemental aspect is tipped strongly towards darkness. The motes of light it sheds call to mind the grim resolve of one who bears a great burden, but the origins of this familiar are shrouded in fallen shadow. I may deal from the shadows, but I dislike shadowy dealings. Quote from Remen. Now this one's a sort of black with sort of gold tips. Almost like armor. Wait, stop walking through me, mister. I'm trying to look at this creature. There's a sort of cosmic purple dust that goes around you. There's the purple. The bright purple wings are nice. I really love this one in appearance. It's got a nice effect to it. You got this sort of like gold and black tail. Very sinister. And again, you can hear a slight variation of the song that you hear in Gobez and in Rubicant and Barbarecia. A bit of vocals in the background. There's sort of purple and blue sort of motes that follow you around. And then we have the Lynx of Abyssal Grief. A phantom creation whose being brims with the darkness that roiled in the depths of the 13th moon. The motes of light it sheds cause to mind the yearning for home that drove the dread voice St. Zeromus. But the origins of the familiar are shrouded in abyssal grief. I don't think I checked the eyes of the previous one. What colour eyes did you have? Sort of a bluey sort of colour? Cloudy blue? Anyway, moving back to the other one. I just want to go home from dressed. So this is the last mount we get. This is the Zeromus one. The design of this one is okay. It's not really too much my thing, but kind of looks a bit bony and muscular, but I guess that's kind of because of the whole Zeromus thing. You got nice blue sort of like things, and like you got these little gems on its like legs that are interesting, and shoulders, and the blue eyes, of course. Of course, you have the Zeromus music in the background, which kind of sounds like it's screaming at you. And this is its in flight. This is sort of blue motes of light that follow it round. And of course there's that sort of like red sort of like lightning that flows around it, which is kind of interesting. I like that effect. And of course the purple haze. There's a lot going on with this one. So I guess I'm more of a fan of the stuff that's going on around it than the actual physical body of the mount itself. But I do like the music as well. It's like all of the tunes are really nice in this like particular mount series. Anyway, so that's all of the mounts. That's minions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So Zodiac, Heidelin, and Singer, Barbarecia, Rubicant, Gobez, and Zeromus. So if you're farming them, those are the ones to go for. And now it is time for us to go to Old Charwoon and pick up the quest for the special mount. And it is Singing Way that's going to give us this mount. Wings of Hope. Singing Way is humming an unfamiliar tune. And the quest reward is the apocryphal Bahamut horn. When blowing, this horn of bone emits an unbridled tone that calls for your apocryphal Bahamut to your side.
Elita, I've been looking all over for you. As you may recall, I oversee the atmospheric circulation system on the moon. For the past several days, its internal gauges have picked up on the most unusual etherical emanations, and I need your help deciphering them. The emanations appear to be coming from the wreckage of the Heimdall in Mare Lamentorium, a vessel which, as I understand, is a product of the elegant civilization that once flourished on Etheris. I dare not tread there alone, lest some dormant mechanical abomination awaken and tear me apart. No, I must have a seasoned explorer by my side, one who has seen their fair share of elegant ruins. You'll come, won't you, please? Oh, I knew you'd say yes. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That's all that's left is to fetch the last member of our party. Sit tight right there, and I'll be back just in a moment.
And thus was the party of three assembled. I expect this will be quite the thrilling expedition. Oh yes.
We'll forgo introduction since the two of you are already acquainted. As for how I came to know the minstrel, we met during my studies here in Charlene. I thought his insight would prove integral to our investigation.
Singing Way tells me he detected a most distinctive rhythm in the ethereal signatures received by his atmospheric device, a rhythm which harkens to mind the mellifluousness of a poem.
Which is why I positioned his expertise. There are none better versed in the melodies of Etheris.
Heimdall's last sight. 'Tis the ruins of the vessel which once monitored the dread-whirring Bahamut. Inside his sanguine prison, Dalamud. That music of all things appears to emanate from the wreckage is altogether intriguing. Long has it been a dream of mine to visit the ashen satellite which rests in the heavens. When Singing Way relayed to me his intention to petition your aid, I was all the more eager to make this first foray.
I'm glad I am to have you aboard. Once you've both seen to your preparations, let's have our emergent survey crew rendezvous on the moon in Sinus Lacrimarium. Hey!
There we go. To think I would one day stand upon this pale celestial orb. 'Tis truly more magnificent than I imagined. And there looming in the distance is our star, its tranquil visage bearing no hint of the devastation wrought by the final days.
Wonderful! You've arrived! Let's get down to business, shall we? To begin, I would have you install an amplifier for the purposes of our investigations. Here, take this. The frequency of the ethereal waves emanating from Heimdall's last sight are unfortunately of insufficient amplitude, but by placing this device near the source, we can boost the signal and make a more comprehensive analysis of the wavelengths. The amplifier will indicate when you've located the signal source. From there, you will need to merely wedge it right in that very spot. The antenna embedded within should boost the signal to the required output. In the meantime, the minstrel and I will calibrate a supporter for analysis and see if we can't retrieve any data from the vessel. You'll find us perched nearby once you've finished. Best of luck!
That's what the terrace looks like from above. I wonder which continents those are. Use the curiously carrot-shaped amplifier to find the source of the signal in Sinus Tormenti. An ethereal wave amplifier in the shape of a carrot, developed or perhaps cultivated by Singing Way. A fragment of the vessel's hull, seemingly torn from the craft when it crashed onto the moon. Despite the passage of several years, the equipment remains in an impeccable state, a testament to the elegant's ingenuity, yet the amplifier remains unresponsive. Nearly 5,000 years after its construction, this propulsion system's core still burns bright, yet the amplifier is silent. This is clearly not the source of the ethereal emanations. seems more promising. The amplifier has hummed to life in response to a blinking component on the surface of the vessel. You appear to have found the source of the ethereal emanations. With the device safely installed, it is time you rejoined your companions. Beep boop. Why hello there, person Avitheris. I will have the data analyzed and ready for your perusal as soon as it's been fed into my inputs. It would seem we can remotely access the vessel's internal records from here. I must say, the technological prowess of the Villa Priest is even greater than the rumors purported.
By your countenance and, well, by your arrival, I take it you found the source of the ethereal emanations. I will have the supporter initiate its analysis protocols immediately.
Allow me to apprise you of the discoveries we made here in the meantime. According to the records, we managed to retrieve from the vessel, Bahamut was kept in a trance, whilst imprisoned within Dalamud. Yet despite his stupor, emanations of his ether were detected at regular intervals. When I pondered as to why this could be, I recalled the existence of the dragon's song. Dragonkind infuse their emotions with ether and express them when they roar, channeling their thoughts to their brethren to communicate. If my suspicions are correct, we may find Bahamut's will imprinted on the ethereal emanations that have suddenly surfaced.
Okay, analysis complete. The data appears to have been converted into an audio format. Let's give it a listen, shall we?
Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat. Burn their lands, their offspring, their ruination be complete.
This is a dragon song? The wrath enveloping each word is palpable. Do you suppose it was Bahamut's years of imprisonment which gave rise to such hatred?
I'm afraid his rage precedes his millennia-long incarceration. The primal Bahamut was summoned forth by the dragons of Mericidia in their desperation to forestall an Allagan invasion. You see, by nature, he is the culmination of the fear and fury of those who called him from the abyss.
That's awful! Labyrinths were created out of a love for mankind. Yet Bahamut was born of the opposite. To then be imprisoned for thousands of years within a veritable throwing distance of where we lay dormant. Wait a minute. What do we have here? Insight.
Grant hope, freedom to my brothers, my sisters. One day may we soar the boundless skies without fear. Interned within Dalamud for millennia, Bahamut yearned for a day when not only he, but his oppressed brethren could find solace in the heavens once more.
There's something peculiar about the data. Analysis suggests that the first song we heard was amplified and transmitted repeatedly. repeatedly within Dalamud, almost as if to drown the second one out.
The Alligans needed Bahamut to serve as Dalamud's living core, and only by fueling his hatred could they draw out his fathomless reservoirs of ether to keep the lesser moon afloat. Their cruelty knew no bounds. Rianji once told me the importance of the word which inspired my name, that to sing is to express that which comes from the heart. The purest feelings of joy, sorrow, and much, much more. For Bahamut's song to have been overwritten and effectively erased, it isn't right. That's why I want to fulfill his wish. I don't know how, or if it's even possible, but if it is, I need your help. There's a means to give form to feeling, provided one has the appropriate instrument. Yet Bahamut is long deceased. The ethereal waves recorded on this vessel are not more than the vestiges of his unfulfilled yearnings. Even should they be realized now, we would only be easing our own consciousness, and by some accounts, committing taboo. Still, you would proceed? I would. I wish for Bahamut. No, for all of Dragonkind to know that their voice, their song, has been heard. Even if it's an aberration, I wish to see Bahamut's wings beat unfettered in the skies once more. And what say you? I wish for the same. Very well then. In light of your resolve, I shall bequeath to you this apocryphal horn. 'Tis capable of manifesting an entity which corresponds to the desires of the one who wields it. When you press the instrument upon your lips, you need but keep Bahamut's song of hope in your breast. A being fit to inherit his aspirations shall surely come forth. Assuming, of course, the requisite ether to give it form is available. Pray summon the phantom beings you have collected in your travels, and let their power serve as a font of energy to complete this rite. Now, let us hie ourselves to a locale that can accommodate the ritual. I dare say the Great Abyss shall serve as a fine stage. Why do I always get like unemotional or something like that? The horn of unknown eyes is like a manifesting entity which corresponds to the desires of its wielder. And of course there's the big fat taco song going. Any theories as to why the vessel suddenly began to emit ethereal waves after many years of silence? For my part, I believe the reason to be a fairly mundane one. Deterioration over time simply caused the ship's internal components to malfunction. Yet how profound 'twould be as it were Bahamut's undying yearning which awakened the vessel. Such a happening would be worthy of song, would you not agree?
Always and ever shall we wish for mankind's happiness, but that does not mean we wish for all else to suffer. It's strange when you think about it. Why did Mother Heidelin create us love fruits with such a capacity for worry?
Well, let's see if we can summon a apocryphal Bahamut.
Buddy. So, this is a manifestation of Bahamut's innermost desire. It's magnificent.
Verily, 'tis a worm not of dread, but of hope, yearning to spread its wings and speed across the firmament. And it seems it has recognized our friend here as its master. Pray, lend me thine ears for a moment, friends. On palest moon, a wish takes wing, of hope for freedom born. Aloft would dragons soar and sing, the hero's heart was sworn. Forgive me, I could not help but convey this miracle in verse. Like a rushing stream, the words came tumbling forth unbidden. And for this new composition perhaps, a moon-side wish should serve as a fitting title. Precious few are blessed as you with tales of adventure, yet despite full awareness of your past exploits with similarly fantastical creatures, never did I imagine that the manifestation of Bahamut's desire would be counted among them. But I digress. Atop these wings of hope, may you soar further beyond than ever before, and one day, when you have returned from your latest adventure, I pray you share your trials and tribulations of your journey with me.
Regarding what the minstrel said earlier, maybe it really was a step too far to give form to Bahamut's wish. Maybe this was a selfish act. Just a means to soothe my own conscience. But now I see this embodiment of a simple hope, to fly and be free, and know what it will be, that it will have every opportunity to do so at your side. I'm glad we went through with it. So, thank you, Elita. You didn't have to help, but it means the world to me that you did. Let this newborn being experience all that Bahamut was denied, and together may both of your dreams be fulfilled.
Oh, cutie. There we go. Dragon sit. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to Apocryphal Bahamut. This draconic entity is brought forth by blowing into the horn you received from the wandering minstrel. While holding in your heart Bahamut's song recorded by the Heimdall, thus imbued with the hopes and dreams, it desires nothing more than to soar the boundless skies and recognizes your free-spirited self as its master. Let me examine it, that I might ascertain its authenticity. Quote from Obel. Oh, and the music. Casting the shadow of me. Is it those? Where's that light? That light's casting the shadow. I really like the look of this, and I have such a, oh, I love that sexy pose when I'm sitting in the chair. Yeah, this is going to be one of my favourite bands, I think. The outfit I've got on really does that pose justice, really. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I wonder if I can... No, I can't. Let's see. What emotes can I do whilst I'm sad? I wish there was a way of filtering out which ones you can do and which ones you can't do. Can't even blow a kiss while I'm on here. Can't do that though. Yeah, I will get down from my mount. And thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Lynx showcase and the quest for the Apocryphal Bahamut. Take care everyone, love you all. Bye for now.